Hello everyone and welcome to another Julie Moves class. For today's reformer class, we are going to start with our spring set for some strong footwork. So 2 heavies, a medium and a light, or maybe 2 heavies and 2 mediums. And we're also going to be using a circle prop today. So get yourself set up with your springs, pop some music on, and let's get started. To begin, we're going to start with our circle, laying down on our backs. Placing your feet up to the sky and hooking your feet in one end of the circle prop, the other end in your hands, taking a nice underarm grip. We're just going to take a moment just to allow your body and mind to land in this space. And enjoy taking some intuitive movements to open up through the hamstrings and the back of the spine. Maybe you might like to point and extend through the ankles and the toes. Perhaps you might like to pedal out through the heels. Maybe you might like to take a little rock side to side, just feeling through the outer part of your legs. Reminding yourself that this is time that you've set aside just to do something for you, to shift your energy, to get your body moving, and to do something that makes you feel strong as you enter through the rest of your day. Beautiful. We're going to get straight into it. So taking your feet out of the ring now and place the feet on the bar in front of you. Circle is now going to come between your thighs. And this doesn't look like much, but boy, we'll get in there. To begin, all we're going to do is just squeeze and release your circles. So squeeze and release your circle. We're just lightly pumping some heat into your inner thighs, just waking them up, keeping the shoulders relaxed, tuning into your breath, heating up through the thighs. Ooh. Mine are already starting to feel it this early on. Nice. Let's go for another 8, 7, 6. In 5, we're going to alternate. 3, 2, 1. Can you squeeze your right thigh, then your left thigh? Right thigh, then left. Alternating, squeezing through your inner thighs. Feeling them start to really heat up. Just another 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now keeping your heels on the bar, circle stays between your thighs. We're going to start to work into bridges. So keeping the heels pressed on the bar, rolling all the way up to your shoulders, 1 vertebrae at a time. And then control your spine all the way back down. So you're going to keep the inner border of your heels pressed down onto the foot bar. So we're not rolling the feet out, we're keeping it even. Rolling the spine all the way up, creating a little bit of heat through your back body, trying to shine your knees forwards towards the toes. All the way up and controlling all the way back down again. Keep moving through. Nice. Lifting and lengthening through your spine, keeping your chin slightly away from your chest, almost like you could fit an apple underneath it. All right, next time you lift the hips to the sky, could we add 3 pulses? So rolling all the way up and pulse the hips up. 3, 2, 1, and then rolling all the way back down. Finding that extra squeeze and release of the glutes, rolling all the way up. Squeeze. 3, 2, 1, and rolling all the way back down. Excellent. Keep it going. Squeezing. 3, 2, 1, and rolling all the way back down. Next time, adding 3 squeezes of the circle. So rolling all the way up. Squeeze the hips up and down. 3, 2, 1. Now the circle in and out. 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Ooh, we're getting spicy. Rolling all the way up. Pulse the hips up. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the circle. 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. 2 more sets. You've got it. Here we go. Rolling all the way up. And pulse the hips up. 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the circle. 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Last one here. Here we go. Rolling all the way up. Squeezing. 3, 2, 1. Pulse the hips up. 3, 2, 1, and lower all the way back down. Yes, excellent. Taking the circle out of your thighs and take a little windscreen wipe. Hopefully the back body is feeling a little bit warmer. Now let's work through the fronts of your legs. So keeping your heels on the bar, hip distance apart, toes flexed back towards you. Heel of the palms holding the circle. And all in one motion, we're going to press the carriage out, reach the circle to the sky, and then bring the carriage back in. So pushing all the way out and back in again. Keeping engagement through your thighs the whole time. And with your circle, can we try to have an inward pressure with your hands, trying to turn it more into an oval shape the whole time. So inwardly squeezing the circle as you press out, and inwardly squeeze as you draw it back in. Ooh, feeling a bit of energy charging through your arms as we charge through our thighs. Nice. Now this is already a lot, in which case stick with it. If you do want a little more, we can add some marches. So as you press away, bring one leg with you and then lower return. The next time you press, take the other leg with you and return. Yes, you've got it. Nice. Pushing off one leg and return. Pushing off the other leg and return. Feeling the heat build, feeling the strength through your quads. Nice. If you like even more, maybe 2 presses off one leg and then return. 2 presses off the other leg and return. Good. Just another 30 seconds here. Feel the heat rise. Last 15 seconds. You got this. Final 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the carriage in halfway. Now, arms continue to reach up and down as we march through your legs, holding the tension. Feel the strength of your quads holding you in place. Starting to get a bit of a shake happening maybe. Ooh, released a lot of heat. Good, just another 10 seconds here. Keeping the carriage still, keeping your back pressed down. In 6, we hold the arms to the sky, both heels on the bar. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to the sky, heels on the bar. Pulse the carriage most of the way out, halfway back. Most of the way out, halfway back. You've got it. Keep pulsing here. Ooh, nice and slow. Feel that heat. Keeping your toes peeled back towards you. You've got this. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press all the way out and bring it all the way back in again. Nice. Have a little breather. Let your knees windscreen wipe side to side. Hopefully the lower legs are feeling a little bit warmer now. And we're going to work into our obliques, a little bit in our upper side abs. So shimmy a tiny bit away from the shoulder blocks and keep your heels on the bar today, holding the circle up to the sky. We're going to seek to tap the side of your foot bar as you exhale, lifting up and reach across to the right side of the bar. See if you can make contact and then lower down center, inhale. Then reaching over to the left side of the bar, exhale. Inhale, lower down. Tapping the side of the bar with your circle and lower back down. And return. Seeing how far you can reach your shoulder across to the opposite hip. Good, and if you really like it, give it a double tap. And return other side. I'm not sure if you can hear that on my video, but it is quite heavily pouring outside. Tell you there's no better place to be right now than on the reformer. All right, keep going here for another 10 seconds. Then we're going to do a juicy countdown, doing 8 to each side, then 4, then 2, then finishing with 4 spicy ones. If you got a bit lost with what the hell I was saying, then don't worry, I will guide you through. We're going to go over to the right in 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, all to the right. Here we go, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep reaching. 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight to the left. 8, 7, 6, 5. Come on, tap it. 4, 3, 2, 1. To the right. For 4, 3, 2, 1. To the left. For 4, 3, 2, 1. To the right. For 2, 1. And left. 2. Singles for 4. Single. 2, 3, 4. And lower round. Whew. All right. I think we feel a little warmer now. Don't you agree? All right, circle can come down on the side of the bar, and let's carefully sit our bodies up. If you'd like to delayer or take a drink, take it now. Otherwise, spring's going to get set for pretty much the rest of today's class. We're going to center around one medium spring as a bit more of a supportive option, or one light spring as a trickier option. Okay, so one medium, a little kinder to start, one light, a little trickier. We're going to start with what I call long stretches. You might know it as a wheelbarrow, depending on your training. So coming onto L4s, placing your hands onto the bar in front of you and your toes towards the shoulder blocks. If you ever run out of space, you can wiggle your toes between the shoulder blocks towards the headrest. They'll make it a lot spicier. Otherwise, keep them here against the shoulder blocks. Hips are thrust forward of your knees, and we want to find this modified plank. Back of the head is lifted, arms are nice and tight. All we're going to be doing is hinging from the shoulders. So when you're ready, sliding the carriage out, hinging from the shoulders, and find your shaky edge. Feel the squeeze of your thighs, your abs, your arms, and then bring the shoulders back up and over the bar. And we do that again. So we slide everything all the way up and draw everything back in. So you're going to keep the back of the head lifted. And this is a full body exercise here. So we're not just working through the shoulders, we're working the abs, working the thighs, feeling everything tighten and squeeze. And return. Good, sliding everything out. And everything comes back in. One more like this, and we'll add on a little bit. All right, next time we go all the way out, hold it out there. Now tuck the carriage underneath you 3 times. Knees tuck under 3, push away. Knees tuck 2, push away. Knees tuck 1, push away. And then shoulders over the bar. Let's do that again. Sliding all the way out. Knees tuck under, push away. In, push away. 3, push away. And up and over the bar. And you'll notice each time the legs go away from you, you're feeling this extra squeeze and tightening through this sort of plank line, this splat line. Nice. 20 seconds left. You can tell Billy's very unimpressed by this. He's like, I'll leave it to you, Mum. All right, in 8, we're going to stay all the way out there. Last 6, 5, 4, 3. We're going to stay out here in 2, 1. Hold it out here. Continue your knee tucks in and out. Good. Feel the whole body heat up even more. Getting everything fired up today. We mean business. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gorgeous. Bringing the carriage home. Sit your bottom back towards your heels and give your wrists a little bit of a roll out. Beautiful. All right. We're going to work into our arms now. So arms will need our circle prop, and our spring tension is going to get set to work through your hands and straps. A light spring is going to be a lot kinder for you. A medium spring is a little trickier. They're going to be the colors that we're going to keep alternating between. So keep adjusting as you need it. Once we've got that spring selection set, let's find both of your short loops. And then also take hold of your circle. If kneeling doesn't feel good for you, you can always sit on a box instead and grab the straps, or you can sit on your bottom if you prefer, or high kneel. From here, we're going to start with our circle in at our chest. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale off for the arms long in front of you, just in line with your shoulders. So working into our offerings here. No squeezes of the circle, just using it more as like a barrier, keeping everything nice and even. Spine is long and your knees are spread quite wide, so you've got a good stable base here through your legs. Now you always have the option to stay low kneeling. This is perfect. If you would like to add a bit more, making sure you brace through the thighs and through the core, could you lift the hips as you reach the arms forward, being careful that the tension is going to make the carriage move, and then lower as you return. So we lift as we reach, lower, return, just a choice. Find that little hip thrust at the top. Reach and the arms lengthen in front of you, keeping the back of the head lifted. Nice. Exhale to reach forward. Inhale to return. All right, we're going to add on here. So next time you reach forward, hold. Arms open out to the side. Hug. Ooh, my carriage had a little moment. Reach the arms forward and lower, return. Let's go with you. Here we go. Reaching forward. Arms open. Reach forward and hug and lower, return. My machine is foldable, and it has a kind of a little speed bump midway through, and sometimes it gets a little caught in that bump. Anyway, made you look. All right, let's go one more like this, then see if we can go for 2 hugs. All right, here we go. So we reach the arms forward, hugging open and close 1. Hugging open and close 2, and return. 10 more seconds like this. Take breathers and breaks when you need it. Try to keep your elbows lifted in line with your shoulders. So we're not letting them fall down, we're keeping it nice and lifted. Final 7, then we're going to keep hugging. In 6, if you need a breather and break, take it now. 5, 4, 3, 2, here we go. Reach the arms forward, 1, hold. Let's open and hug continuously. Keep passing that circle. We've just got so much love to give. We just really want to hug everyone. That's it. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Give me 1 more. And 1. Good job. Lowering down. Give your shoulders a little roll out. Excellent. We're going to do 1 more movement here, working through overhead presses. So straps are going to come behind your back, and we're going to feel like we're putting a hat on our head. Lean the spine forward slightly, so you've got a nice lengthened spine. Tilt it forward. All we're going to do is reach the circle to the sky, and then bend the elbows wide. Put the circle back on your head. Reach the arms to the sky, and bend the elbows wide. Feeling into the tops of your shoulders. You can do this low kneeling or high kneeling. I personally prefer low kneeling right here and now. We just got another 10 seconds here, getting the tops of those shoulders done. Feel the shoulder blades glide back together and down as you return. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Give me one more. So good. All right, lowering and returning. Place the straps on the hooks. And we're actually done with that circle prop. So the circle can come out of the way, maybe rested on the bar. And we're going to get set up to work through our legs. So we're going to work into some warrior lunges, kind of like what you do in yoga. So spring tension, you can again have a a medium spring as your kind of option, or a light spring as your challenging option. So swapping around, medium is a little kinder, light is a little trickier. Once you've got that set, carefully placing your hands on the bar, we're going to stand on our feet and we'll step our right foot on the extender platform, left foot on the carriage. So we've got one foot on either surface. Nice. Keeping your right toes pointed directly forwards, your left foot is going to turn out to face towards the headrest. So right foot pointed forward, left foot turns out. Hands can start at your hips, and we're keeping our hips and our chest shining the side of the room. To begin, we're going to just bend only into your left knee. So keeping your right leg straight, bend into your left knee, and then carefully press the left leg straight to draw the carriage in. Arms can open out wide into a T shape, and you're looking towards your left fingertips. So we're sliding all the way out deep and into your left knee, and then pressing up nice and tall. Deep bend into your left knee, pushing out through the outer border of your right leg and lifting up nice and tall. Sinking down into that warrior two and pressing up nice and tall. Down into warrior two and pressing up nice and tall. So we're feeling a bit of inner thigh work, feeling through our quads and our thighs. All right, let's add extended warrior and reverse. So next time you open, hold. Can you bring your left hand on thigh or elbow on thigh? Reach the right arm overhead. Come back up into your warrior two and then bring the carriage back in. Next time we open out, we hold. Then we do go the reverse. Right hand on thigh, left arm overhead. Back out to the side and return. Good. Finding that lateral flexion. So opening to the side, tilting one way, back up tall, and carriage comes in. Following time, we open to the side, tilt back the other way, woo, open to the side, and lifting up nice and tall. Keep working this. We've got another 20 seconds. Feeling into your legs, embracing the shakes. Nice, final 10 seconds. Opening out, finding the tilt. You've got this. Just make you want to try yoga with me? All right. Let's come all the way out, and this time we hold it out there. Stay there. Continue to work either side. Extend your warrior and lift, reverse, and lift. Extend and lift and reverse. Final 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stunning. Bringing the carriage all the way in. Well done. Give your legs a little bit of a shake out. Some love. Nice. And then we're going to pivot to face the back of the machine, lowering down onto all fours. You might feel a little bunched up, but I promise it won't be for long. We're going to do some reverse long stretches, or you might know as wheelbarrows, or I call it a pancake splat. So knees on the extended platform to begin. You can always bring your forearms down into the carriage. I kind of love this option. Or you can come onto your hands. From your carriage is tucked in nice and tightly. And then we're going to slide everything out. So pushing your hips forward, dragging your arms forward as far as you can take it. And then pull everything up and in. So we're trying to splat out as far as we can. Extend the arms, extend the legs as far, far, far. And then pull it all the way in. Nice, opening everything out as far as you can take it. And then everything comes back in. Super tricky here. Feeling a slight lift in your belly button each time you come in. So we know to squeeze through the front abs rather than draw it towards the back. All right, next time we open all the way out, hold it out there. Can you bring just the arms underneath you? Arms go away again, then bring it all back home, okay? So we go everything out. Arms come underneath you, arms go away, and everything comes back home. Whew. Keep going with this. Now you can stay down on your knees, no problem, okay? This is huge. If you would like more, then we can come onto our tippy toes and instead add a pike. So going out into a full plank, arms going out, in, out, and as you return, you pike the hips to the sky. Honor what option is going to best challenge you today. We've just got another 10 seconds here. And then we're working just the arms. Nice and slow. Final 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding your plank, just the arms out and in as far away as you can take them and return. I can't talk here very well. Last 8, 7, in 6, can we hold it away? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it out as far as you can for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring your knees down onto the carriage and take a little moment. Nice. Sitting back to the heels, maybe giving your shoulders a roll out and just deepening your breath. Whew, amazing. Oh, thank you, Billy. He thought we did really well then. All right, we just have the second side to do, working our warriors on the other leg. So when you're ready, carefully pivot to your left. Hands can come onto the bar. I'm going to step our left foot onto the extender platform, right foot onto the carriage. I know, I drive a tight ship. Turning your right toes out to face towards the headrest. Nice. Left foot is facing forward, right foot facing the headrest. From here, let's bend just into our right knee. Right knee is in line with your toes. And then draw the carriage in. Can be a small micro bend of your right knee or a full lunge out. Nice. Keeping your left leg tight, pushing down through the outer border of your left foot. That's going to keep you stable and centered. Going all the way out and in. Nice. Next time you open out, open the arms out as well to warrior 2 if you haven't already. And then bringing everything home. Gazing over your middle finger. All right, let's add our extended and reverse warrior. So open out. Bring your right hand on thigh or elbow on thigh. Left arm overhead. Back upright and then carriage in. Following time you open out to the side, reverse your warrior. Left hand and thigh right up to the sky. Open back out and bring the carriage back in. You've got to continue opening out. Extend your warrior. Lifting back up tall and carriage in. Following time opening out. Reverse your warrior. Back out. And carriage back in twice more. It's kind of nice to get that stretch as the legs are burning, right? The little wins. All right, next time we open out, let's finish it off strong. So opening out nice and long, we extend our warrior and come back up. We reverse. And come back up. Keep going. Hold on strong with your legs. I know they're shaking. You've got this. Stay strong. Maybe get a little deeper in your right leg. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, And 1, carriage comes all the way in. You did it. Carefully stepping off your reformer and take a seat on the side of your carriage bed. Well done, legends. Smashed it. Smashed it, smashed it, smashed it. All right, if you haven't already, adjust your spring over to one medium coloured spring. And then we're going to come into a lunge. So hopping off to the left-hand side of the carriage, let's open up through our hips, loosening and freeing our bodies up once more. Right toe and knee rest coming down onto the carriage. We're going to sink deeply into our lunge here, pushing your right hip down, feeling a bit of a stretch in your back thigh, and then carriage comes back in. Oh, thank you, Billy. Sliding down and out, and up and in. One more, down and out, and up and in. Now straightening your right leg and left leg, and flexing your toes back towards you. You can have the carriage tucked underneath you just to feel into your hamstring, or maybe sliding the right thigh away, finding a bit more of a deeper sort of split stretch here for your hamstring. All right, take another deep breath in here. Billy. And a deep breath out. He's on a licking mission. All right, bringing the carriage all the way in. Let's kneel our both knees onto the carriage and sink into a child's pose. So pressing the carriage away with your arms and sinking your chest down towards the reformer. Finding that beautiful expansion of the chest. Let's come off to the second side. So shifting off to the right of your reformer, right foot on the floor, left toe and knee is down, and sinking down into this beautiful lunge. And then bring the carriage back in. Twice more, sinking down into your lunge. And bring it back in. Once more, sinking down into your lunge, and hold this shape here. Feeling into your hips. And then bringing the carriage in, sending your hips back towards your heel as you extend the right leg, or maybe slide the left thigh away as well, finding more of a split stretch. Beautiful, bringing the carriage all the way back in. And that is us done and dusted. If there's any other stretches you'd like to do to end your practice, feel welcome. Otherwise, thank you for joining me and Billy, and we look forward to seeing you on the machine next time. Bye.